How did I end up here? Our mom, Cinderella Salmon, died April the 17th from lung cancer after surviving breast cancer. She lived for 3 years and 8 months. And the family decided that we needed to do something to carry on her legacy of caring. And so we started Cinderella Cares. And through that, with research, we connected with Lung Cancer Alliance. And we are committed to this fight. We're committed, we're in it, and we want to raise the bar. We want people to survive lung cancer, a lung cancer diagnosis.
It's been since 2007 that I lost my mother and grandmother, but it's still very raw and it still affects me, and I'm embarrassed because I can't believe I'm crying in front of all you guys right now.
That's okay.
But when I lost my mother and my grandmother to lung cancer that spread through their body the exact same way, they died exactly 7 months to the very day apart. It terrified my family. I didn't know anything about lung cancer. I didn't know anyone who had ever been affected by lung cancer, and here it was devastating my family. It took the two most important people in my family from us, and I never knew what it felt like to be powerless, and I didn't like that feeling. My mom was diagnosed at stage 3. The cancer had already extended to her brain, and she was told that she had 6 months to live. And she basically came to grips with her death. And I am still angry with her because I wanted her to fight and I wanted to help her, and I got as much information as I possibly could get, but there was still more information out there that I didn't have access to. I didn't know about groups like Lung Cancer Alliance, so I didn't have that support system. The only support system that I had was my family, and we were ignorant. We were smart people, but we were ignorant. We didn't have access. So that's why I am here, because I refuse to be a 3rd generation victim, and if I can help it, nobody else will die from lung cancer ever again.
You know, growing up, but I learned the hard way, I guess, what a real hero is to me. My cousin Laura, and again, I say cousin, but really she was my best friend. She essentially was diagnosed at age 21 at stage 3 of lung cancer, had a clean bill of health at age 23. And was completely cured, as so we thought, of lung cancer. She went on, got her master's degree in education, and then the 3rd day of school, when she began teaching, a cough turned into a hack, which turned into the hospital, which turned into the cancer's back, and here we go again. So for the following for the next 2 years, through NIH, Johns Hopkins, a place in Texas, and all over the country, doctors flew in and she flew there and back and so forth. And then just recently now, at the age of 25, she passed away. So I think what that did was open a lot of people in our eyes, in my family's eyes, to you know, the impact that lung cancer can have on people. But I think what it also did was really redefine that term for us and really redefine what courage really is.
My name is Marilyn Martins. I am a mother, a wife, a daughter, and a friend. I once was a sister, and 2 years ago I lost my only sibling to lung cancer. I am also a lung cancer survivor. I survived lung cancer because of early detection. Because of my sister's illness, I entered a study for early detection and went through a screening process, which resulted in finding a suspicious mass in my left lung. I was very lucky. I had a surgical cure. I had a lobectomy. I did not undergo chemo or radiation because my cancer was detected at such an early stage. I'm here tonight to implore you to educate yourselves and your families about this disease, about how important early detection is, especially if you have family history, exposure to toxic material like radon or asbestos, or if you've been exposed to secondhand smoke or have smoked yourself. Tell your family and tell your friends. Let them know that lung cancer is the most deadly form of cancer. and the second leading cause of death in the United States. So much more research needs to be done, which requires funds and government support, and that will give us more options to keep fighting. Thanks, and God bless.
Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so proud and so humbled to be with you all tonight and to share with you that across this country tonight there are 75 other vigils like this taking place. Some are on the small side, some may be smaller, some may be bigger, some are as big as 1,000 people. But as these beautiful ladies have shared with us, you build it and they will come. It may start small, but it grows and grows every year. So look out, because DC Vigil is starting tonight and will grow every year. And that's how it starts. That's how movements begin. You know, we've been around for 15 years, but mostly providing patient support. That's how it was founded many years ago. But moved to Washington 6 years ago so that it could be the voice for this community. Is you cannot make change for a disease, specifically like lung cancer, unless you are in Washington, D.C., and you are in the face of your government and the public health establishment to say shame on you for putting this disease decades behind all the others because of the horrible stigma and frankly the lack of survivors. But we're growing, we're building, and we will continue providing that support to families and their loved ones to make sure they have the information and the psychosocial support and the referrals they need to improve outcomes and up that survivorship, while we also ignite a national dialogue about this disease with all of your help tonight and secure multiple millions more for lung cancer research and early detection. We now have an early detection tool for lung cancer. It's low-dose CT screening for lung cancer. It's been validated by the scientific community, and just this week was validated by the medical community, who are now approving screening for those at high risk for lung cancer. If you don't know your risk factors, you need to know. If you're over 50, if you have a smoking history, if you have lung cancer in your immediate family, whether or not you smoked or not, if you've been exposed to known carcinogens, like Marilyn said, asbestos, battlefield fuels, Agent Orange through service in the military, you need to be talking to your doctor about the risks and benefits of screening. And if you are at high risk and you do choose to exercise your options, go to a place with experience. So please do talk to your doctors and tell your friends and family about their risk factors, or go to our website and get all the information you need.
I'm not sure if many of you know this or not, but DC's Mayor Vincent Gray lost his wife to lung cancer. So he has a personal investment in the lung cancer struggle. He could not be here tonight, but he did give us a proclamation, and I would like to read it to you. Proclamation, Lung Cancer Awareness Month, November 2011. Whereas, to kick off Lung Cancer Awareness Month, the Lung Cancer Alliance will host the National Shine a Light on Lung Cancer Vigil at Lafayette Square Park in Washington, D.C. And whereas, lung cancer causes more deaths than breast, prostate, colon, and pancreatic cancers combined, and is the leading cause of death in the United States and the District of Columbia. And whereas individuals who are considered high risk include smokers, former smokers, relatives of people diagnosed with lung cancer, and those with prolonged exposure to radon, asbestos, Agent Orange, radioactive materials, and other lung carcinogens. And whereas education and early detection through screening can help devise a treatment plan for those individuals who have tested positive for lung cancer, and programs are available to provide support for family members. Now, therefore, not I, but I, the Mayor of the District of Columbia, do hereby proclaim November 2011 as Lung Cancer Awareness Month in Washington, D.C., and call upon all the residents of this great city to educate themselves, raise awareness, and do their part to help eradicate this disease. Vincent C. Gray. Right here, this gathering is going to be the beginning of something annual that's going to develop into something phenomenal. I make the commitment.
I make the commitment.
I make the commitment.